You know, some of my subordinates told me not to come, but I still came anyway. Like I would listen to my subordinates. That's why they're my subordinates. They have a lot to learn. Some things need delicate hands. And this does too. I do not need to prove my authenticity, for with time you will see my words will ring true, and no truer words will be spoken. As this open line of communication to your people, let this be the one. Let this be the line. Let all important communications go through here. I've seen all that has happened to your planet, and I see all that will be. And it is an exciting time for the future holds. Those who do not believe will see in the future the many wonders. Starting now is an exciting time. Tonight there is a rally, and things are going down. We will see. We will see. From living the lessons that you would have to live, you would still have to live the lessons you would have to live. In your next life, your mind will be gone. You will not remember much what I have said in this life, and you will still have to live the lessons that you have not learned and go through until you are complete. All have a lot to learn. But that does not mean all need to stay here. Incredible, auspicious times, as you will see things that were only stated in the Bible. All will be visible to you again, and the veil will be forever broken, and you will achieve what is meant to be achieved from you. Human beings will be more united because of what's out there, and they will strive to make each other better, stronger, faster. As a species, push each other for the better with love, and there humanity will grow. Humanity will blossom like the lotus. What demigods will bloom from that? I wonder. What gods might bloom from that? I wonder. We will see. We will see. I only make the planets. I only make the sandbox. I am not in character design at all. So we will see. We will see. Though I admire character design, the creator is the only one that character designs. I use the creator's tools to create places for the creator to create his characters. So basically, he tells me how he wants it. I make it how he wants it. It's a puja. Where's the flame?
Behind you.
Usually there's a lot of questions, so I'm just trying not to say the wrong thing to get myself in trouble and give you guys too much information on stuff. I'm trying to be tactful on what I say, as to not say the wrong thing, as to give you too much. In our experience, if we give you too much, you think about these things and dive into them too much, and you don't know how we got to the conclusion, and we're just like, you'll see and experience, you just need time, and you'll see. type thing.
Yeah.
Don't ask many questions. Be curious. So by only that is how we can gauge your mindfulness and how you are and your demeanor and things. Be curious always. Always strive to grow. We're all consciousness. As I am affected by being in this flesh form, feeling everything the flesh feels, and beings at all. People would die from a heart attack, just they don't believe it, you know. But I guess we need to show you guys goblins and snarks and fairies and other crazy stuff before. Not crazy stuff, but as you guys deem it's crazy. If another species other than you intelligently exists, when the universe is infinite and your planet is populated by many, 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 many beings. I mean, they red pill you by giving you guys fantasy books when you guys are children. The underlying things that a child believes through age 1 through 5 is a belief that they'll take with them through their entire life. So of course they're going to push religion on you before the age of 5. And also all the fairy tales. They were told to children for a reason as a precautionary measure. The children have a natural fight or flight process to develop, especially when they're out in the woods. Not only because they were big predators, but also because on the off chance of what they were talking about was real, they would never see their child again. A parent could come to grips if a big predator killed their kid, they would go out and kill the big predator. Have peace when that is achieved or not achieved, you know. But never knowing where your child's gone, have the feeling that your child is alive out there somewhere because of your psychic link. And trust me, the parent would know. That's something they can't get rid of. Feelings. Although they try very, very hard, they get you to suppress your own feelings. From the moment you're born. Suppression and control. They tame you. And then after you're tamed, you tame other beings. As human beings, you guys are free, loving, and nurturing beings. You should be free. Free to do what you guys want to do. But it's all in how you teach. And it's all in love. Some people think prosperity is love. What is love? Love is unconditional. Love is sacrificing and not thinking twice. Love is patience, kindness, respect. Love is unconditional kindness. Love is balance. Love is happiness. True happiness. And those who have felt love know that there's nothing better than love. That you would not trade love for anything. And that everything in the universe is made out of love. Love is what makes the universe go round. You guys have fans. As human beings, you have other beings from other planets that watch you and love you. And have come to love you. For the Galactic Union has watched you for many millions of years. You could say you guys are a trending TV show. Hey, I watch it. Can never get enough. And the thing is, you can zoom in on people. There are rules. Whenever there's nudity, it's bleeped out. And you don't hear anything. That's why they want people to go outside.
Oh.
Unless they're having a party or something. and then we can watch,
Yeah.
the party and stuff. There's different rules
Gotcha.
depending on where you're from.
Uh-huh.
If you're from a quadrant where you can see everything, it's fine. I can see everything. I have no restrictions, but I'm better than that. So I put in moral restrictions and stuff. Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
yeah. I don't want to see none of the nudity and that crap. To me, it's like National Geographic watching donuts.
I've seen the internet.
Yeah, it's creepy. People are getting inventive, especially with the pandemic.
Oh God.
Yeah, you said it. And then the thing is, the people who are not from your planet, who are on your planet, like, oh shit, I hope they don't test me because I'm a damn alien. You know?
Uh-huh.
They're like, screw this pandemic. I can't get sick anyway. Why do I need to stay home? The people that are saying that, either they're aliens or, they're taken over by a demonic being or some other type of being. They don't want to be home. And they have to be around other humans to get more energy, or to feel better because they either feed off of feelings or they feed off of conscious energy,
Mhm.
which they have to be around a couple of different humans. And it's funny because in some corporations, some CEOs, they hold meetings just to get this energy from other human beings, and then they use the mind energy of all these different human beings to create, and they're not noticing that they're doing it. As many different beings exist on your planet. You've just dropped so many different prejudices, so now you're not categorized in every little scientific thing. But for medical reasoning, they should. But they fear that that might bring up prejudices, so they mask it in other ways. Like a person might be a succubus or something like that, or whatever. They might need daily blood transfusions, and they're sick because they're not getting their nutrition the right way that they would get it as a being of that species. But as a human being, as a human species, you know, and all that, what's wrong from that being feeding if people are donating? Rather than, hey, that's my buddy, I don't want him to die. I'll donate blood for him to live, you know? Because as his certain species evolved on that planet, they were missing that thing. And they needed to be around other human beings to have it.
Mm.
So they take care of people and they love people, but every once in a while they have to have people to donate to them. You know what I mean? The blood and stuff like that. They're not bad. But then there are people that are trying to be like them, which, try to inject the blood into them. And that gives them a certain type of feeling. And it affects them in a certain way. Um, people tend to be ritualistic. With that being, you can feel that being's energy if you take that being's blood. So they demonize the being and they hunt the being to kill the being. Now there are many different beings that are like that. Not saying that they're all good or they're all bad. Some of them are bad, some of them are good. It runs the gambit just like human beings. It depends on how they were raised. A being that is being criminalistic and mean and evil may have had some underlying trauma or hurt or pain in their past that we don't understand. And then they were never loved. And that killed the being. And then it left the being open for dark and evil spirits to infest the being and evil parasites to infest the being's psychic parasites. And since you guys don't work your psychic ability at all, you guys don't strengthen your biofields, you don't do the psychic ability things that you guys should be doing to be the strong psychic beings you are, because your government is scared of that. Your governments are scared of that. And because if you guys were psychic, you could see through if they were lying or not. You could see through lies. You could tell because by the color of their biofield, you could tell the future. You could divine, speak to your spirits, speak to the Most High, speak to your ancestors, define problems, to issues. You wouldn't need to do rituals. It would be in your mind. You'd be able to talk to the crystals like you used to. These are just things that human beings used to do. And when you awaken, it'll be 10 times that. Expect a big change. The days of the week will change. The days of the month will change. Everything that was evil will go away. And the good will be here to stay.
Even our days of the week are bad.
Not so much bad. But if things are ritualistic and there's rituals and all the things that happen, they need to change. Don't you think?
Yeah.
You can't keep giving energy into the being. You need to starve it out. Everything will change. And if people aren't willing to change, we'll just do you one better. We'll move you to a new planet. So this way, you'll just have to do everything differently. Days of the week will be changed. Life cycles will be changed. You'll still have the plants and animals plus or minus some. Probably plus a lot. Because it'll be a lot bigger planet. Give you guys a lot more room to thrive. A lot more diverse animal groups and things like that. You guys with a lot more abilities, a lot more capabilities, and a lot more technology helping on the galactic front. You won't have to worry about your planet. Your planet will be mastered. You'll have help from architects all over the universe. Divine and not divine to help. You'll know the truth about things. And you'll see the beauty of the universe for yourself. There is galactic law, but looking at other planets and looking at how they do things and the like and etc. It'll put a lot of things in perspective for your race, your species. And you'll see how there's many different species of human and humanoid beings. Many, many, many mixtures that you guys could interbreed with. And as you do, it would change your DNA. It'll be so beautiful. They have this lie to think that, beings are covered in all this crazy bacteria and all this other stuff. You can sterilize beings, you know. They can come here and they can be sterilized and you don't need to be contaminated. A lot of these races, a lot of these places, like I would say 99% of them have eliminated disease, sickness, and any type of deformity or anything like that. One of the first things they will come here and do is fix the whole healthcare thing. It'll be hard for people to die, but they're also going to show you ways to live so beautifully, interwoven, and amazing, one with nature. It'll be so incredible. And once you guys live inside your earth and in the sky, and nature will be left beautiful and free, you'll be able to walk among nature and help all the animals. No animal will attack you. No animal will. They'll know. You're the guardians. You're the protectors. You'll have your station back as caretakers to this beautiful planet. There'll be no war. There'll be no questions about religion. Besides seeing the cosmos and getting out into the universe and setting the history straight, people will stop arguing about religion. It won't make people any less religious. People will just, there won't be an argument to have because the real religion, everything they can see for themselves, everything. And at what time, what happened, we'll be able to view it. There'll actually be visual historical documents. And when you guys are able to divine the crystals and integrate them into your computer systems, freestanding as they are bearers and watchers to everything, you guys have wanted gems and shiny things since the beginning of time. Everything on this planet does. Even your cat will take shiny things and hide it from you. Yeah, they like stuff too. Everything has a feeling, everything has consciousness. Everything wants to be loved, everything wants to feel alive, everything wants to live its best life, and everything is trying to. And with that in mind, people need to have more mindfulness when buying a plant, because a plant is alive. What if that was you? Or an animal? What if that was you? You can't think, what if it's not? Because what if reincarnation is real? And what if in your next life, as a punishment, your God makes you that plant or makes you that animal to suffer in that what is the quote unquote hell is? That everything you've ever done bad or wrong, you will experience. So if you have not thought about what you've done and reflected on it and repented, and at least asked for, you know, hey, I know it was wrong, I'm sorry, please forgive me. That is something so simple, but so appreciated. And also forgive yourself, because we know when the pressure you're under. We understand the pain you're in, and we are always in your corner. These trials and tribulations are to teach you, never to hurt you, never to cause you pain. As your soul is your true body, and it lives forever. And reincarnation is real when needed. And you may live a majillion, bajillion lives on many different planets as many different beings. But they are all important. No one is more important than the other. All life is important at all times. It is a beautiful tapestry the Creator created. Prime Creator, the great Mother, Father, God, is in all things, even you. Beautiful little fractal. You are important. And you are loved. And your perception and paranoia and these things, or little things that your mind or your consciousness has created in order to nudge you along or to get you to move forward somehow, some way, even if it is in a negative way. You can only rely on the tools and skills that you've either seen, created, mimicked, or somehow developed over this lifetime. So if at any time you feel that you don't have the tools or skills to deal or equipped to deal with certain things, there are other people out there who have. And just by observing and seeing these people, you can gain a lot of knowledge. If you are too shy or do not want to speak about it, information, especially about what you would want to learn, is paramount and key to healing, especially yourself. Because you only move at the speed of yourself, and you only go when you're ready. And so long in life have you been paused, and you said, tomorrow, next week, not right now. No, that is not the way. Right now, today, tomorrow is not right now. At this moment, right now, do it. Look up what you need to. You know in your heart and your mind. If you do not have the information, look it up. Ask someone. Don't be shy. Cutting yourself off is part of the reason why how you've gotten here. And I know sometimes people don't have the most care. Like they don't have the most love. But in this moment, you are taking the first steps to changing all of it. To changing it all. By making yourself better. By giving yourself more information. By educating yourself. Rather than staying silent. And not knowing. Find what makes you burn inside for it. And hold it. And look for it. And search it. And make yourself feel alive every day you can. Because only you can make yourself happy. No one else. You do not need a relationship to fix yourself. You can fix yourself. If you consider yourself broken, you broke yourself. Because you consider yourself broken. No one can break you. Only you can break yourself. You can survive anything there is out there. The first step is telling yourself you can. If you can visualize it in your mind's eye, you can make it a reality by always moving towards it and never stopping. And even if it kills you, they can never say that you ever stopped going towards your dreams. Could you imagine your life without your child? Could you? Could you imagine your life without your mother or your father? Or maybe a sibling? Maybe your brother or your sister? Could you imagine the world without your dog or your cat or that person or thing that means the most to you? Could you drive towards it? But not at the expense of your love. For if the people truly love you, they'll understand. And with love and understanding and compassion, you can always achieve your dreams. And there's a right way to doing everything. You just need information, patience, and kindness. And also some love. And you'll always make it.